Hey, my spiritual gang stars, Golden here, coming on to do a general reading for the collective. Keep in mind, not every message is going to resonate for everyone, so just keep the ones that resonate for you by your intuition and leave the rest, okay? It's going to be messages from your higher self and your spirit guides. I'm going to use the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck today. Just feeling guided to do it. I kept hearing, don't do it. Don't do it is a message coming through. So if you're questioning something, this may give you an answer here. Find the lesson, discover the purpose in a situation, trust that you are learning. So, okay, so what I'm getting from this is the universe is presenting you with situations testing you, okay? It's kind of testing you because it wants to see if you're ready for your next blessing, okay? It's going to test you before it blesses you, the universe, okay? And your higher self is kind of nudging you with your intuition, telling you what is right and wrong, and it's guiding you. It's teaching you how to trust your intuition, how to read energy, okay? So it's going to keep presenting you with situations until finally one day you're like, no, I've been down this road before, and it didn't turn out so well. So I'm going to close the door on this situation and I'm going to move forward on this unbeaten path that I'd never been down before, and I'm going to see what happens there, okay? And that's when the universe shows up for you. That's when your higher self is like applauding you, okay? I just heard applause, applause. I do it for the applause, applause. I can't remember exactly how that goes. I think it's Lady Gaga, okay? So you could be a Lady Gaga fan. But this is find the lesson, okay? So it's going to keep presenting you with people, places, things that you allow into your life that give you these shitty situations or outcomes, okay, until you find the lesson in it and remember that everything happens for you, not to you. And when you redirect yourself, when you surrender and trust that your higher self has best interest for you, that the universe has best interest for you, that God has best interest for you, then you'll discover that there was a purpose for everything that you've been down, and it's to lead you down a road that you've never been before, which ultimately leads you to your divine blessings, okay? That's a number 29 card, so the number 29 may be relevant to you. And it says trust that you are learning. Trust that everything that you're going through is teaching you something, okay? What is it that they're not supposed to do? Maybe it was not supposed to keep doing that thing that keeps leading you down a path of destruction, okay? I keep getting words from Fern Gully. If anyone's ever seen Fern Gully, download it to me. And it's the fairy when she says, what was done, now undo, return you to the form that's true. So it's kind of like all of these lessons that you're put to, all these temptations and things like that, that tempt you to go back down a karmic cycle are all lessons, okay? And so your higher self is like working with the magic of the universe, saying, what was done, all this karmic lessons, undo it and return this beautiful being back to its original self, okay? And these are all the lessons learned that we have to go through in order to kind of purify ourselves back to this moment of self-appreciation, okay? Self-worth, self-gratification is what I'm hearing, okay? So it's a moment where we're finally proud of who we are. We're proud of all the situations that we've been through. And we know that everything that we've been through is not done in vain, okay? So it was what was done, now undo, return you to the form that's true. So this is kind of like once you start to get the call, okay, you hear the call from the universe. I always hear like a magical sound in my head. You get the call and you answer that call and you start to trust your intuition, because your intuition is how God speaks through you, okay? It's your ultimate guide to your life here on this planet, and that is what you're trying to return to. You're trying to return to trust of yourself, trust that your higher self knows what is best for you and what you originally had planned for you, okay? And that in order to get there and appreciate where you're going and what you're going to be given, you have to be after test after test. You have to receive all these tests before you are blessed, okay? Something about keeping up is standing out to me here. It's got a clock on it, okay? And so if you're worried that you're not keeping up, that you should be further advanced on your spiritual journey, just know that everything's happening right on time, okay? And the best thing that you can do for yourself is start to trust your intuition. Start to remove things that have been blockages for you, okay? And realize that they were all tests. And that's when you'll have an inner knowing that you're about to be blessed, because you're going to choose people. Okay, so I'm sorry guys, if you guys happen to catch this the first time I posted it, you will have noticed that about 5 or 6 minutes in, I completely lose all volume here. So let me just make sure that my microphone is on. I think it ran out of battery. And this is just a reminder for myself, because as I said in the beginning, find the lesson in it. And as soon as I had posted it on both YouTube and TikTok, and I had a lot of views, I realized that the volume went out, and I was cursing and I was upset like for a second. And then I had to take a deep breath and remind myself that we can't always control the situation. And so things that are out of our control is really important to take a different route, like not get so upset. And so I had to like apologize to myself and to the universe, I felt like, because I had a mini meltdown. And this is just a reminder that especially things that are out of our control, the only thing that we can control is how we react to it. And that is taking a different route. Okay, so by not doing the things that we did before, by not reacting the way that we reacted, because the universe will keep testing us. The universe will keep testing, myself included, to see, is she going to get pissed off when this happens? Because it's not something that she can control. So why is she so upset about it? She could splice the video, is what I talked myself into, and just re-record the rest of it again, to the best of my ability. So this is just a reminder that things happen, shit happens, and to not take it so seriously, you know what I mean? And just take a different route, and the universe is going to be like, okay, she's starting to handle herself better. She's not freaking out over things that aren't worth freaking out about, okay? And this goes for both masculine and feminine. I just keep saying she because I'm referring to myself included here, okay? And so the universe is going to start to bless you when you discover these things, okay? When you discover, I shouldn't freak out. I should look at it from a higher perspective, okay? I look at it from, what would my higher self do? Because my higher self can see the future, okay? Trust my intuition. So I'm trusting my intuition that this video is going to do just as good as it did the first time I posted it, okay? And the message is going to get through to who it needs to, including myself, okay? And everything's going to work out just fine, okay? But before, I would have been pissed off, the rest of the day. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. And long enough to affect my mood, okay? And then I would have been upset that the message didn't get out there for whoever needed it. But obviously, it's a message that I needed myself, and a lot of times that happens. So it's really important to trust your intuition, okay? I was also getting the use your time well, okay? And for this just tells me here that I am a representation for you guys to use your time well. I could have spent the next 30, 40 minutes pissed off, but instead I went, ate lunch really quick, and I was like sitting there eating lunch, trying not to think about it. And I walked out and I was still irritated about it. But as I was eating and taking a moment to think about how could I react about this different, and using my time well, okay? And so a lot of things that happen to us aren't fair, okay? But we have to remember that there is a purpose for it. There's always a lesson in it. And once you choose a different path, the universe is going to start rewarding you. So until then, the universe is going to keep testing you before it blesses you. And that is my message today. So don't go down the path that you would have before, no matter what the situation is what is coming through from your spirit guides. Okay? I love you guys. Bye.